Thank you for watching the World Community Magazine's Hour of Power Live on Facebook with your hosts Edrick McQueen and April Garner.
Oh, and I mean live right here on WCM Live. Good evening. I'm your host, Ed McQueen, and of course, co-host is Miss April Garner. And we're happy that you all can join us today. It's information that's usually exciting. We want to continue with it. So we'll get right to it. As you've seen on the promotion, we are highlighting this week a very special and Memorial Day that it's our Memorial Day anyway, coming up every January the 15th, and that is the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s we call it Be the Dream. It's the 44th. This is the 44th year of that. Trust me, it's 44 years. I mean, 44th annual Be the Dream. So, and we like to continue with that. And I can't give you all of the highlights. That's why we have somebody that's going to assist you in that, and hopefully give you some insight as to what to be expected. As last year was a very, very not just exciting time, but a time for reflection and a time that we, as a community, got consumed information that we all thought we had. But obviously not. And each time with the endeavor of the group, the Martin Luther King Planning Committee, they put together usually a fabulous program that everybody can enjoy, and especially our younger people who really need to know about the works and the times of Dr. Martin Luther King. So without further ado, we're going to start off with two representatives of the Martin Luther King Planning Committee, Mr. Edrick Alston and Ms. Monica Brisbon. They're going to be representing us, representing the MLK Planning Committee, to kind of give us some highlights as much as possible as to what they're going to be engaging in and how things are going to be going on this particular day. I believe it's January 15th. So if we can join them, we'll. Okay. And we do. And every January 15th on or about that particular day. So we're, in addition to, by the way, tonight's program, afterwards we will be having the new introduction of the new Myrtle Beach 101 project. Now this is for our audience, coming up after our discussion with the MLK Planning Committee representatives. Okay, so in the event, I know if our viewers, some of our viewers, I'm sure, don't know anything about YouTube, but they do know something about MLK's annual event. So, Mr. Alston, you mind sharing with our viewers a little bit about yourself and what role you're playing?
Again, good evening, everyone. My name is Edrick Alston. I serve as the treasurer of the Conway, Horry County MLK Planning Committee. I am a native of Conway. I am a mathematics teacher in the Georgetown County School District area.
Okay. In addition to, and Ms. Brisbane, I can share, because you were going to have an extra guest, which was Ms. Joella McQueen, but she can't make it. So she has given me some material to help assist in terms of our, when you start talking about our motivational speaking, because this is going to be she's a great speaker, this lady. And so, Monica, share with us a little bit about your role that you're going to be playing and what you all expect a little bit on the 15th.
Good evening, everyone. I am a part of the youth committee, and I just serve on the MLK Planning Committee. Been a member for a while, so of course this is something that I look forward to each and every year. But I'm excited about the program for this year. We do have some great topics to discuss that we'll get into a little bit later on in the program. But of course, everyone understands that voting, Mr. Alston will explain a little more in detail, understanding the importance of voting because it is their future.
That is the part that should be most obvious during this time of the year, and especially this voting year for all elections. So, and thank you, Monica, for that information on that. Now, Edrick, can you give us a little rundown on the guest speakers? I was just informed that Joella, who was going to accompany you, could not make it, but she gave me some information to help, convey what information there is about the motivational speaker. Okay, so whenever you yeah.
Well, I'll start off with this. This is our 44th annual Be the Dream Martin Luther King Jr. Celebration. Our theme this year is basically focusing on the power of the vote. We'll be gathering at 11 a.m. January the 15th at Cherry Hill Missionary Baptist Church, right off of 501 or Church Street here in Conway, where the pastor is Reverend James Coakley. So again, at 11 a.m., we'll be gathering there. We will have a motivational speaker. You are correct. We'll start off with Dr. Bertha Todd of Wilmington, North Carolina. And we will then have our keynote speaker, who is Reverend William C. Miller of Bethel AME Church here in Conway. While that is also going on, we will have a youth roundtable session where we'll be looking at engaging them as our next generation of voters and how the youth are getting incorporated into voting and into leadership.
Okay. Go ahead, Monica. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was just saying that's some good stuff right there.
Yeah, really, it's going. And for this particular day, what are the hours they're going to be at? It starts at 11 a.m. I'm understanding, right?
Yes, at 11 a.m. at Cherry Hill Missionary Baptist Church.
And
so, I mean, we won't be there that long. We'll probably take a couple hours out of your day, come celebrate, fellowship, see everybody in the community that you hadn't seen in a while, probably, and get some more understanding of the power of the vote.
Yeah, we need to hear that, especially during these times. We hear that during these times. And so you mentioned that about the motivational speaker, in addition to Reverend William Miller, who's also going to be there, right?
Correct.
And this is at Cherry Hill, where the pastor is Reverend Copeland, Reverend James Copeland. Yeah. So I in the absence of Joella, who's going to assist you with the motivation speakers because she's been communicating with her, I'll just give you a little rundown as to what the motivational speaker, the background on her, and why we just the committees think that this lady is such a splendid person in order to be as the motivational speaker for this particular event. So we'll start with Miss Todd, okay, and her name is Dr. Bertha Boykin Todd, and she's an author and a historian, okay, and she's going to be reflecting on the massacre and the coup of 1898 in Wilmington, North Carolina. I bet a lot of people never heard about that massacre that took place in Wilmington, North Carolina. They call it a massacre. I think that's the correct description of it, okay? But just let me give you why she's eligible to talk about it. Just let me read this about her. She was born in Garland, North Carolina, and Dr. Todd has been dedicated her life to has dedicated her life to civil rights advocacy. In 2022, she had an interview with Linda Van Kuren of Wilmington's successful women's magazine. And Dr. Todd stated that she was all, quote unquote, always very forward when I saw injustices. I was very bold in my comments, but I was also diplomatic, positive, and optimistic because I believe in God and people. It goes on to say that after receiving her bachelor's degree in biology and a master's of library science from North Carolina Central University, Dr. Todd started what would become a 39-year career in New Hanover public schools. Through her initial position as Wilston High School's first and only librarian, she was on the front lines of the integration conflicts in New Hanover in the 1960s. Later, she went on to earn a master's degree and an EDS in administration supervision from East Carolina University. In the year 2000, Dr. Todd was awarded an honorary doctorate from the University of North Carolina at Wilmington. Over the years, Dr. Todd has become a part of many organizations and initiatives to give a voice to the past and strive for a better future. Having a heart for education, she's a member of the mighty AKAs, Alpha Kappa sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, Incorporated, Alpha Psi Omega chapter, and an alumni of the Links, quote unquote, Incorporated, an organization she's been a part of for 68 years. Now, it sounds like a long time, and I'm going to tell you her age in a few minutes. I don't want to. She's also an accomplished author of 5 books. Her first publication, titled My Restless Journey, was being published in 2010. Okay, I could go on, I believe, but I wish, I regret that we didn't have a photo of her to display on this particular broadcast. But she's an interesting lady. My understanding, she's 94. Is that correct, y'all? 94 years old. I think you'd be excited to see her and hear what she has to say. Again, I repeat that that part of history, a lot of that part of history about the Wilmington massacre has been shut out, and she's been keeping it alive and making sure that generation after generation will know about that to help them go on with their lives. So again, she's a motivational speaker, and we're happy to have her. And I may revert back to what Monica said about the importance of your vote. All this is going to be tied in, and for our viewers, when you on the January 15th, you're going to see how this correlates, and everything's going to be tied in into the importance of the vote. Okay, we can't say that enough, the importance of the vote. And also, now, Edrick, what about the Youth Community Roundtable? What are we looking for that?
With that, we have 4 dynamic people of the community that will be working with our youth. We have Councilman Larry White, we have Councilwoman Amanda Butler, we have Mr. Kendall Brown, and we have Elder Cedric Blaine Spain, who will then talk to the youth about politics and the ins and outs of the politics, how they got involved, what do they see as the purpose of it, to let our youth know that they are our next generation, and to have someone who looks like them, stands before them and talk to them and listen to them and explain to them how that role is with them to move forward and what they have to do in the future to make sure that everything is still the same way as our ancestors and our grandparents and our parents have set up for us, so that they can continue that same legacy.
Wow. Yeah. So it's going to be a panel with led by those 3 individuals that you just said. Now, is there going to be like a question and answering session or?
There will be actually. They're going to do a little workshop with the youth. They're going to explain to them about the roles of the different things that you can become a part of. You know, you start locally, you go state, and you go nationally, and let them see the progression of how this works. It doesn't just stop when you just get a city councilman. There are other steps that you could take to move forward to get all the way up into the White House.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Yeah. Um, so Monica, what is your role again? Now um, uh, your background includes is educate in education, right? Because you're
That
currently a local teacher, I believe.
that is correct. When you were reading some information about Miss Todd, I was listening at her bio a little bit and thinking that we have a lot in common as educators. But yes, I am a principal, assistant principal at Myrtle Beach High School. So educating youth is one of my philosophies. I love it on all subjects.
On all subjects. Okay, yeah, well, that's great.
That's correct.
No CRT stuff. You don't have to worry about that, right? Okay. Um, you know. So, Monica, how do you think your students, since you're a principal, will get this information adequately if they don't get it from WCM Live here, or the magazine or the website or whatever? What kind of efforts will be made to make sure that they know that January 15th is that day? I'm sure you all are having events at the school, probably. Um, but how would you get the word out up to them about the event that you all are going to be participating in on the 15th at Cherry Hill?
Well, of course, we created a beautiful flyer that we will be sending out to everyone to inform them of the event and the activities that will be taking place. But of course, good old word of mouth is also a great way to let people know in the community and the youth know what is going on and the importance of attending the roundtable. Because, of course, I teach at the high school level, so we have a lot of students, our seniors and juniors, who are going to be reaching that age and will benefit greatly from the roundtable discussion with our panelists that we have. So just making sure that everyone is aware. Of course, we're going to send out the information, distribute the flyers, and I mentioned just word of mouth, just getting it out there and just letting everybody know to come out and support us. Listen to Miss Todd, listen to our guest speaker, Mr. Miller, and also participate in our youth activities with the roundtable discussion.
And I would add along with that with Monica that we do have our Facebook page, which is Conway/Horry MLK Committee. So we can direct people to our first Facebook page, but we'll try to keep that current and updated leading up to the day of the event.
Well, that's great. It's good information. That's good to know that.
That is correct.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Edrick. Um, do you not that food should be a very integral part into this, but I think we every year every year we do or I'm going to say the committee sees to it that there are snacks and stuff there and refreshment for the not just the participants but the people who are there to support you all and the young people especially. So that occurs again this year, right?
Yes, sir. That will still occur.
Okay.
So light refreshments will be served afterwards.
So
If that's and that could be used to help get people out as well, because I know people like to eat.
well, of course, that's why I brought it up. You don't leave out anything.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, you don't leave out anything. Someone here was just asking, what's the Facebook page? Um,
Again, it is Conway/Horry MLK Committee. Conway/Horry MLK Committee.
okay. Okay. All right. Um, so you all seem to be. Are there any? What are some of the challenges you're having this year? What are some of the challenges you have every year? Are they the same type? Because you come up with some very successful activities, and it's they're very attractive too each year. So kind of like share with us what your secrets or one secret is of success. And
Just
Monica,
saying what's
yeah.
current. This is an election year coming up, so this is
Yeah,
an important year. So
right,
that is the pressing issue that we're having now. Is working with the upcoming election. So the power of the vote is the thing because that's what's going to make it.
right,
Whether you go out there and vote or not. If you sit home, nothing's going to happen. But if you come out, lots of things can happen
absolutely,
because that's the power of the vote.
right, yeah, absolutely,
Right. And I'll just add to that, when we're talking about the power of the vote, just understanding that, of course, all of the candidates have their platform, but the purpose is for us to elect people who are for the people. So
right,
not only having a platform and trying to win an election, but making sure that their platform actually benefits the people.
absolutely. Yeah, I think during every election, the community tries to stress that. Um, Sometimes it's carried out, and sometimes it's not. Okay, you know, in other words, having the people who you elected do exactly what you want. So, you know, but there are obstacles in that and challenges in that too. Okay, but we certainly respect that. Let's see, we got some comments from Mr. Larry White, who said, "With determination was one of them," and Miss Josephine Burgos um, says, "Thanks for the Facebook page." So, um, your all's participation has been since when? I mean, you seem like you've been participants every year since I've known that it was in existence. Just about. Um, maybe that's part of the success. I mean, we got veterans there developing the program. Of course, while we're at it, I'd like to. I'm sure you all agree with me that to pay homage to our I guess our past president was Reverend Jerry Falk, who served as president for the past, are we talking about 20 years, maybe 15, 20, I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to pay homage to him and all of the other officers that were assisting, because it's the things that were done. I mean, they were done fantastically, and each year we've had, and that I've noticed anyway, some very, very interesting guests and motivational speakers. It's just been a delight just to knowing that there's something to look forward to. We've had them at different venues, like, for example, like this year's Cherry Hill, but I think we've had them at Friendship a couple of years in the past, and Bethel,
Mason Temple, Bethel.
yeah, and that shows you how our religious establishments are playing their role in this, and taking their responsibility on, and making sure that this day is not forgotten. And certainly we appreciate that. Okay.
I would like to go back and state, I know we said we are the Conway Horry County MLK committee. So
Right.
we reach out to the whole Horry County.
Right.
So this is for everyone of Horry County. to come out and support and participate. All
Mhm.
students, all adults, all grandparents, all community leaders, business leaders. This is for everyone. And I also would like to say that, because of the business and community leaders, we're able to keep doing this every year with your support. Um, you know, but we got to bring up finance. I'm sorry. But, without the support of business leaders and community leaders, the things that we do would not be possible. So I also want to thank them for supporting us year after year to make sure that we're able to carry out events that we do carry out for our community and our youth.
Yeah, and it just seems like these things are quietly done. There's not a whole lot of rah rah about it. What you all are doing before the event occurs, and then when the time for the event, you have this successful uh, project and successful event that just leaves people in awe with what the committee has been doing, and I can certainly appreciate that. But just showed you all also have expressed a lot of unity with all of the establishments and entities in Conway, and nothing but congratulations to the whole committee.
Yeah, and I'll go back and say again, not just Conway. We have Loris, we have North
Horry
Myrtle Beach,
County.
we have Myrtle Beach, we have, Bucksport, we have
Absolutely.
Aner, we have, business leaders and business and community leaders
Right.
who support us from all of those areas. We even have committee members from several areas. So yes, sir.
Green Sea, Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach, everybody, everywhere. Little River,
Yeah, and this is going to be reflected in it,
Loans.
right. It's going to be reflected as it has been in the past, reflected in the program that is developed for handing out and for the people, during the event, and all of these people who or entities that have contributed will certainly be appreciated and shown on the program. You know. Program has a wealth of information. In fact, it has a bit more. Again, I apologize for not having a photo available of Dr. Bertha Boyk and Todd, but it's possible that before this, we may send out another communique indicating who she is and what she'll be doing. I'm in all that the fact that she's 94 years old and she's an author, and just her speaking engagements have probably left a lot of people in awe also. So, okay. Well, I see. Thank you, Ms. Clarice Hemingway Armstead. She said that the MLK committee, she finds does extremely well with the bringing forth their message, but she sees that the struggle is just getting the community to come out and see what it's all about. Thank you, Ms. Clarice Hemingway Armstead, for that comment. So, well, we want to certainly glad that you all came out to kind of further take the committee's endeavor a little further out there to the community, and you can only do it here on WCM Live, right?
That is
Thank you.
correct. And we appreciate you for having us on there. And I'll just like to tie it up with saying that with our motivational speaker, Dr. Todd, and our keynote speaker, Reverend Miller, those two will have a wealth of information for everyone involved that's coming out that day. It will be history and past, present, and future coming together, young and old, to tie in to make us understand the power of the vote.
Yeah, and it's never been more critical than this year. Okay, never been more critical than this year.
And I would like to challenge all of our listeners who have youth to just make sure that you help bring out the youth to gather a lot of this information that we'll be providing. So just challenging everyone, especially the youth, to just come out and support us.
Great, fantastic. Can't get any better than that. As long as you got you two, the two of you endeavoring in that organization, I'm sure it's going to we're going to look at some success somewhere down the road. And we're certainly glad to have you represent them here on the program today. So thank you so much. And God willing, we'll see you on January 15th.
Thank you.
At Cherry Hill Missionary Baptist Church, 11 a.m. I'm going to say 11 a.m. until, I don't know, maybe about 3 hours, I guess. I don't know. It's going to be so exciting that it may last a long time, longer than that. But anyway, as Larry White said, I will have a gift for one youth. I don't know what he's talking about, Brother Larry. Well, thank you, Councilman White. He's going to have a gift. I mean, that's good. So I wish we could have hundreds who can say that. They'll have a gift for one youth. Yeah.
Hey, that might be another challenge.
Gift and food.
Yeah, it could be another challenge. Right. Yeah. All right, well, thank you all so much.
That sounds good right there.
Yeah. Any last remarks you want to make before we get off?
I guess the final thing I'll say is thank you for having us here to share what we're going to be doing on the 15th. And again, like I said, it can't be done without support. So if anyone is willing and looking for information to send for support, our address is P.O. Box 3121, Conway, South Carolina 29528. That's P.O. Box 3121, Conway, South Carolina 29528. No gift is too small.
Yeah, right. So I'm going to say that again. Just say that one more time because we don't have it on the screen. But P.O. Box.
Okay. P.O. Box 3121, right. Conway, South Carolina 29528.
Okay.
The Conway Horry County MLK Planning Committee.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Edrick and Monica, and looking forward to seeing you guys. And Godspeed, and God willing, it's going to be a success as always, as every year. See at the bottom, on our screen here, it tells you where to send your donations to. Again, it's P.O. Box 3121, Conway, South Carolina 29528, and that is the Conway Horry County MLK Planning Committee.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you once again.
Thank you for having us again.
You're welcome. So our audience, don't budge. We've got some more stuff coming for you. Like I said, we have it's something. I'm about to say you're going to be excited about. But since Cookie is going to be explaining, then naturally it's going to be. But if you haven't heard about the Myrtle Beach 101 project, she's here to take you a little farther on that, and hopefully it's something that can grow and grow and grow. And I know with her efforts, I'm sure it has that potential to do so. So welcome to the program, Cookie. Oh, we can't hear you. You're on mute. I can't. Still can't hear you, Cookie. I don't know if the audience can or not. I can't. At the bottom down there, can you hear me? Well, you can hear me, but okay, I can't hear you. Okay, I was just instructed to tell you to leave and come back. Just just go out and then come back in again. So we're gonna get on. Don't worry. So while we're doing so again, the motivation speaker. Sorry, Joella couldn't be with us. She was she did some fantastic explaining and some. Oh, there she is, Cookie.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. You can hear me, right?
Yes. Thank you,
Okay.
April. April is handling things in the
Yeah,
background.
in the background, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Don't know what happened. It wasn't on mute, but anyway, I'm here and I'm glad to be here. And Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year's to you. Happy New Year's to you.
Yeah.
And hope you have another 364 days now of the year 2024.
Yeah. I'm planning. We're working on some personal things to bring balance. So I learned from one of my colleagues today, and was sharing with April earlier. But we're going to continue to serve, but make some modifications and some adjustments in 2024.
And we are talking about the Myrtle Beach, your office. What's the name of your office? Neighborhood
Services, City of Myrtle Beach. Yeah. We are excited about presenting to our residents and friends the 8th session of My Beach 101,
Right.
which is our Citizens Academy. Police has an academy, the fire has an academy, and Neighborhood Services proudly sponsors and hosts My Beach 101, which I understand is a program or a session that was actually adopted from the county. So in 2015, when the department was organized or formed, they attended something of this nature that was presented by Horry County. And so we have tweaked and adopted it and now call it our own for the city of Myrtle Beach as My Beach 101.
Wow. Then I've been seeing it in the era of Myrtle Beach 101. Okay. Well, but that's a better title there. My Beach 101.
Yes.
And now I'm the genesis of that topic or that title must have been the implication of trying to get everybody to love Myrtle Beach. Okay, you said it's my Myrtle Beach in essence, right?
Well, in order to, I agree with you, but in order to love, we have to be committed to learning. So this is an opportunity for the residents to learn about our city, and then we can easily love so many things about it, because My Beach 101 introduces them to Myrtle Beach. And what I like about it in the class is a vast array of people who have lived in Myrtle Beach, some for a very short time. We'll have people who come in who've been only in the city for maybe 2 or 3 years. And then you have others who are lifetime residents who've been here, 60, 70 years or more. So, but even with those who have been here their entire lives, they learn something about the city that they didn't know, including myself.
Well, you were born there, I believe, right?
I am
a
true native, born and bred, except that I claim rights to Conway as well, because I was born in Conway Hospital. And so, but yeah, as a true native, born and bred here in Myrtle Beach, I am a retired educator, teacher of English, school counselor, and then director of guidance at my alma mater, Myrtle Beach High School, which I did that for total of 33 years, but 30 years. And so upon retirement, I've now been retired almost 7 years. And so coming in and attending my first My Beach 101 session was just like mind boggling
Right.
to me, because there were so many things that I took for granted and just assumed that they were going to happen and that they're supposed to happen and they should happen. But I learned so much. And subsequently, this will be the 8th session, because the first year they did it first and second, winter and spring. And so every time I learned something new.
So what are some of the challenges? Give us a little bit more in depth of what the project is about.
Okay, so the applications were made available end of end of November.
Right.
And we run them all the way until make them available until December 31st. Our goal is to get 25, 30 people, but sometimes the goal was 25, but we always get a little more than 25. Basically, just because of space where we host it. We want people to be, very, very comfortable.
Right.
But we'll start the first class with the history of Myrtle Beach. And when you think about it, Myrtle Beach is really not that old, hasn't been established that long, a little around 75, maybe 80 years or so. So she really hasn't been in existence that long. So we'll start with our Public Information Office Director, Mr. Mark Crua, who we deem the voice of the city of Myrtle Beach, to do the history part. And I, as Director of Neighborhood Services, and my team, April Johnson and now Matthias Grissett, will host the first session over at the historic Myrtle Beach Color School Museum and Education Center. We want to start with history, as Mr. Crua will present, but we want to do it in a very dear and a cultural setting for the city of Myrtle Beach. So he gives the history of Myrtle Beach from its beginning, how it was organized, the name of Myrtle Beach before it became Myrtle Beach, before it was, finalized, the streets, how they got their names,
Right.
city-owned facilities, city-owned buildings, the type of government that we run, a management, mayor, council style government, just so much history about the city of Myrtle Beach that we want the newest residents to the most senior, to those who have been here the longest, to come to know, and again, as I stated earlier, to love this place that we call home.
Now, has there been any brochure, anything published about it, any brochures out that for the public?
No brochures, but on the city's Facebook page, on Neighborhood Services Facebook page, on the city's website, every event that is held within the city of Myrtle Beach, every class is always on our Friday Facts on the city's website. But on the Neighborhood Services Facebook page is our information about My Beach 101, and kind of gives an overview of what the class is, what it entails, how to sign up, how to register. And I do want to say that the class is the city residents, city of Myrtle Beach residents have priority. And then those who work in the city of Myrtle Beach. They may not live in the city of Myrtle Beach, but because they work in the city of Myrtle Beach, they will be considered also.
Yeah, I guess that's what I was getting to. You said an overview of what it was about, and that's what I was seeking. So thank you.
Yes. And also, in addition to that, let me clarify, residents, or let me say participants, the class participants, will hear from every department in the city of Myrtle Beach. Finance, fire, grants, innovation, downtown development, neighborhood services, police, public works, sports, tourism, the sports center, convention center, every department within the city of Myrtle Beach will have the director or a designee there to share information about those departments, every department within the city of Myrtle Beach.
So yeah, when I first saw that title, the MB 101 project, I thought that was so unique that I'd never heard it before in any other jurisdiction, something like that.
Well, as I stated earlier, from my understanding, it was adopted from something that the county was doing around about 2015. But we have received two inquiries, one from Beaufort and then another place, I can't remember, because they have seen our work or seen the model and have requested a sharing of information with them on them developing some type of citizens academy for their cities.
But Conway. And that was the reason why I thought it was so important to have you on. One of the reasons is because it was so unique, and when you say Myrtle Beach, you're actually representing Conway in a way, because it's all part of your Horry County, okay,
Absolutely.
and surrounding those jurisdictions.
Yes.
So yeah, and I thought that was unique, and yeah, I just wish you all the best of best of luck in that. So do you want to talk about the budget? Is this something that you can't spill on right now?
The budget for the city or my department?
For that project.
It's built into it's
Okay.
built into our budget.
Okay.
Like I said, this will be the 8th year, but it's a part of neighborhood services budget. And one of the things I want to emphasize, something that I've already said it, is that this was a model, something that Horry County, the county, was doing. And so my predecessor, as far as director, and then our current administrative assistant, they tweaked it and adopted it to make it, pertinent to the city of Myrtle Beach. One of the many factors, that come into play. We understand that people are coming in from work because the classes are from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30.
Right.
So we know that people are just, getting off work, and, it's been a long day for them. So for this to be 8 years, for people to be committed and having dedicated their time to learn about this place that they now call home, or this
Right.
place where they work, is to be commended. So one of the things we do, you're talking about the budget. One of the things we do is that we serve dinner.
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay.
We serve dinner. The first session is Thursday, January 25th. The last one will be Thursday, March 21st. So every Thursday, when they come in, we do our welcome and our greeting, and kind of do a little overview, and then our residents or our students, participants. I'm sorry, I'm back in my
Right.
school mode. The
Okay.
participants are seated, and then they are served. They most of the time it's self service, and then they will get their meals, and then the first presenter will get up, and it just runs. It's like clockwork. We kind of got to fine tune, because we have done it for quite some time now,
Mhm.
and the presenters are most accommodating. We monitor and adjust as we
Right.
need to, but it is very, very interesting. As I've said, I learn something new every time.
Wow.
Every time.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that Edrick hasn't left the studio yet. He's commented on it. Said, is it possible for students to come as a field trip?
We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
The students are my passion, and we love them. And yes, absolutely. We can make it happen.
All right.
Yes.
I know we're about to run out of time here, but I want to let everybody know if they've never been to the Myrtle Beach Color School, you should please make it a point to go there. Okay, I mean you will be left in awe there.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate the support that you all give us, and I really do think it's important that we have this special place in our county.
Right.
And when you come, particularly Conway, North Myrtle Beach, Socastee, the immediate Horry County, you're going to see that every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or by special appointments on Saturdays,
right,
that you are mentioned as a part of the journey of the historic Myrtle Beach Color School Museum and Education. Because without Conway and without Whittemore, without the Myrtle Beach Color School, none of us would exist. We all have coexisted because of each other, because of the original Myrtle Beach Color School, then Whittemore, and then this first 4 students were able to integrate Myrtle Beach High School on January 29th, 1965. So we are all interconnected. We are family. And yes, we encourage and invite any and everyone to come and visit. And it's amazing that you mentioned that, because that is the site of the first session of My Beach 101.
Well, wow, congratulations.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, congratulations. You think you got enough room there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we make it happen. Yes, we make it happen.
We've seen so many exciting things there that have been there. You know, we just had not too long ago the Harriet Tubman's great grandniece.
Yes.
And she spoke there, and could again. You might have to expand that building now, Cookie. You know, you gets a little tight in there.
But you speak it into existence, and maybe they'll include it in the budget.
Yep. Yeah, right. That's right. That's right. So, Cookie, thanks so much for the information, and we wish we had a lot more time. Though I could talk on that. I know as these things come to you, you know, you can talk about them, you know, but we just said, you know, there's more to it, and when you come back again, we will have you back again. The new My Beach project, 101 project, will have not just changed, but enhanced a bit more, and gotten more popular. It's popular now, probably.
Yes.
But and I know with you as being an integral part of that, I'm just looking for good things. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I am honored to serve, and I've known it all of my life. I'm simply a servant, and just now even more grateful about sharing the rich cultural history and contributions of our ancestors and our people of Horry County, you know, Conway, Myrtle Beach. But last thing I want to say, I do want to thank you in April for all of the support that you guys give us, and opportunities to share and bring awareness to the people of Horry County. And now we have people flocking to the museum and to Charlie's Place. And now we've added the Oak Street Cemetery from everywhere. So again, I just want to thank you guys.
That cemetery is something else. That's another time that we really need to talk about that now. Okay, really need to talk, and more on Charlotte's Place too.
We'll make ourselves available, but we appreciate you, sir.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you all doing what you're doing. Okay, making Horry County and of course Myrtle Beach popular. I'm going to say that you're making them popular. Okay, so it's good to hear that. So thank you so much, and Godspeed. We'll be talking again.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everyone. New Year blessings. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, so yeah, it's been as usual. we have information for you that we think you can use, and it's not easy getting people to propagate that kind of, like a better word, I used to say, propagate that information to you all. But that's what we're here for. WCM Live. Me and April Garner, co-host, and she's working in the background. Believe me, see this music just came up? Yeah, she's working in the background. So Godspeed. We'll see you next week. Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you for watching the World Community Magazine's Hour of Power Live on Facebook with your host Edward McQueen and April Garner.